Listen, mate, everyone gets diarrhea. It's just a shame you got it all over your walls. Anyway, welcome back to the sidebar. It's great to be back, everyone. Um, it's actually
The
so good just
fuck?
to be sitting back in this chair, looking at your face again.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Just
Like
get
good old
yourself some,
Fridays.
get yourself some Pepto Bismol, and you'll be good.
Yep, I'll be fine. Where did that come from?
How's your week
Is
been?
what my Yeah, it's not been bad, mate, to be fair. Not been bad. Again, you'll be shocked to know everyone's sick. So that's fun.
That's pretty much standard in your house, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. I think maybe I'm poisoning everyone, but who knows?
Something's
How's your
happening
week
in
good?
that house.
How's
I'm
yours
telling
been?
you.
No, it's fine. Nothing's happening in this house.
It is. Everyone's sick all the time.
It's just Phoenix gets sick from school, mate. She had to come home Friday. She was rough. No, she had to come in Thursday. Sorry, not Friday. Yeah,
Oh
she was
no.
rough, bless her.
How's she feeling now?
Yeah, she was good all day, and then it
Hmm.
got to night, and obviously deteriorated at night, and so her temperature came back. She started having an earache, headache, and she was a bit like lethargic and drowsy.
You just
She's
got to
good.
keep an eye on her then until.
Yeah, 100%, mate. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
Well, let's hope.
How was your
My
week
week
been?
was, yeah, it was pretty standard to be fair. Just wake up, work, come home, and then you're a
Work.
dad again. Work, yeah,
Work at being a dad. Just the second job starts.
and then count down to Friday night, and then sit here in this seat.
Yes!
And my foot's stuck. Just hold on one second. Ah,
Like, I'm going to apologize to everyone that heard that very clearly, because Trix here has got a new microphone, and I did tell him before the podcast started, every movement he makes, you can
oh, that's
hear
really.
really clearly.
Do
And
you know what
what's
it
really
is?
funny is he decides to get his foot stuck.
I know. Do you know what it is? It's one of those things that when people say something, when people say don't do that,
Yeah, you
and
want
in
to do
your
it.
head you're like, I have to now.
Yeah, it's like the big red button. Got to be pressed.
Um, yes, got a new mic. Well, when I say new mic, I mean found it in a second-hand shop and was like, thank you.
Yeah,
Um,
it's unbelievable. Little
so
road, mate.
yeah, we rode mic, but
The road.
I would never buy one new. I simply do not have the funds for that kind of thing. But
Who does?
no, but it's good. It's good to have
It's the,
it
coun
and
the
take a wee
country
spin
road is the
today.
best, mate. What's the plan for this week then, mate?
Well, the plan for this week is what the plan was for last week.
We will get
So
around to it.
let's give a bit of an outline for everyone. So what we're going to do today is we are going to have a bit of a discussion around a heavier topic.
Hmm.
So we're going to talk about addiction, and share experiences and advice or whatever. Just chat about it.
Yeah.
And but before that, we're going to do a couple of more light-hearted things, just
Ooh.
to keep the temperature where we need it.
But I'm talking about the temperature. It is so bloody hot tonight, mate.
It's been
I feel
warm
like
over
I'm in a
here too.
furnace. I'm
Um,
pretty sure it literally is 27 degrees.
yeah, it's wild.
I'm hot, hot.
Uh, User due a heat wave, aren't you? So
Yes, 36 on Saturday, I think tomorrow or Sunday, one of the days. Father's Day.
love it.
Won't be going outside in that day.
Get the
Who
tops
knew?
off.
Well, everyone in the
Sun's out,
house.
guns out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's been warm enough over here as well, but nowhere near that. Like, I mean, I think it's 19 right now, but it's
Mm.
also what half 11. So,
I know, it's mad, isn't it?
I am out in my t-shirt, and
No
if I get
heater on
too,
tonight, Jonathan.
well, if I get too warm, the t-shirt's coming off. So,
That would lose viewership pretty quick.
um, get us demonetized. Not that we're monetized.
Yeah, true. What are they gonna do? Take away our no money? Oh no.
Yeah, okay, so let's get straight into it. So, we'll start with sidebar.
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. Right. My sidebar is related to the World Cup.
Okay.
Okay. Um, and it was a post that BBC put out, and it was straight after. Did you watch the Switzerland Bosnia game?
No,
Do you know what the score was?
no.
Oh, that is fantastic. Good, good. So I did watch it. Okay.
Oh, she did. You've watched literally every single game, and fair play to you.
So yes, I watched it, and no, I'll not tell you what the score was yet because straight after the match, I happened to go on the BBC just to see, where people are in the groups and stuff. BBC
Mm,
Sport,
yeah.
and the top heading was about the Switzerland game because it just finished,
Okay.
and it read this: the player that there was a player that came off the bench and scored. Okay,
Okay.
so just keep that in your head. So it
Cool.
says substitute scores 2 goals from the bench as Switzerland beat Bosnia 1-0. Now, the first thing I thought was I couldn't have read that right. Well, it
Yeah.
says player scores 2 goals from the bench. How does he
Yeah.
score 2 goals from the bench?
He come on from the bench,
Is
huh?
he just volleying them from the dugout? Anyway,
Bobby,
so he scores 2 goals from the bench as
Mhm.
Switzerland beat Bosnia 1-0.
Well, obviously his goals were that poor. They've only like counted for half a goal each.
Yeah, you see, that would work, only the score was 4-1 to Switzerland. So please tell me.
Mental. Did he score 2 goals though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's someone's mucked up.
4-1 the score was. I was like, I've never been so confused reading the headline. I
Mm,
read it about six
someone,
times.
yeah, someone's getting sacked.
What
Someone's definitely getting sacked.
what type
No,
of
it's
Prince's Trust program was going on there?
yeah, horrendous from them. They've let like a school do their GCSEs.
But even someone in their GCSE level would get that right. That's so
Mm,
bizarre. Yeah, so it was funny, but because it was BBC Sport as well, it just made me laugh.
yeah, how can you make such a
Scores 2 goals in a
silly
1-0
mistake?
win, but it was 4-1. And do you know what it was as well?
Horrendous.
The actual score was just below that. So as you scroll down, it was
Yeah,
like
so
Switzerland 4, Bosnia 1. I was
yeah.
like, hold on.
Yeah, imagine
What are
that's
you
your
doing?
only job to like read, to see the scores and write a tiny little thing about it.
But how wrong did they get it?
Yeah, it's poor.
Somebody has sat down at a computer. I want you to just to put your mind, just pretend you're this
Yeah.
person, right?
He's watched this whole game as well.
You've sat down at a computer and you've went, right, I need to write an analysis for this game. So
Mm,
player he came off the bench actually. Before he came off the bench,
mm.
he scores 2 goals. What was the score again? It was 1-0, wasn't it? So Switzerland win 1-0. Well, at that point, you should have been like, something's not right.
Yeah, that's horrendous.
I don't know. But yeah, so
That
I just thought it was
is
funny.
horrendous. Mental, mental. My sidebar of the week is come from you actually
Oh
when we
no,
was playing
what have I
COD the
done?
other day. No, when you were sending me them things on TikTok, and I just realised how bloody expensive where I live is.
Yeah, oh, the houses. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the houses you were sending me on TikTok, it absolutely blew my mind. To put into some context for anyone listening, like I pay a set amount a month for rent, and Trix sent me videos of houses that are the same price, and we're talking like 4 bed houses with massive gardens,
hmm
2 living rooms and stuff like that, and like I'm in a 2 bedroom flat.
Yeah, like the one I sent you that was in Downpatrick, I think it was, and it literally had like, was it like 6 acres or something of
Oh
land? It had
mate,
five
massive.
bedrooms, four en suites.
Yeah,
Like
just
it was just
ridiculous.
mental.
It was just mad the price difference, and that was my sidebar of the week because I was so shocked that like,
You were so
what?
depressed.
Yeah, what am I doing here? By the way,
Yeah, no, it
I
is
showed my
mental.
missus. I was like, "Come, let's move, let's move, let's move." She was like, "Oh, we can't go just yet,"
I know. No, it is
because she's
mental.
scared that Floyd will grow up with a Northern Irish accent.
Why is she scared of that? Why is she such a
Because it,
racist? Tell her to
I
stop being
know,
racist.
horrendous. But it's because, yeah, imagine like me, her, Phoenix, and then Floyd's Northern Irish. We'd be
You'll be
like,
the only cool one.
we found him on the way here.
Listen, the Northern Irish accent is sought after.
I
Everyone
mean,
loves
it's
it.
not a bad accent. It's not a bad accent at all. I don't mind it. But like, it would be a bit weird if we had a son that was Northern Irish,
Oh, well,
and
think of
all
the
of us are
jokes you could
like,
pull. You could be like, your friends could be like, "Why does he have a different accent?" You'd be like, "I don't know. She found some fellow when we were over there, and
"You, it's your fault."
we found him. We found the child on the street, Justin. We decided to just take
This
him."
is why the podcast ended. Imagine the clickbait views we could get. Maybe 3 or 4 a week or something like that instead of one.
Um, yeah, no, the price difference is insane.
Yeah,
What you can
mental.
get, but
It blew my
hey,
mind.
oh.
Moving on swiftly to news of the week. News of the week. Yeah. Do you want to go or do you want me to
No, I'll go again.
go?
So my news of the week is slightly different. So
Okay.
my my sister's good friends with Colin Morgan, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they went to college together over here like years and years ago, so they've known each other for years.
That's it.
And he's been in loads of things, like he's been in Merlin. He's in that for 4 years, I think, from 2018. And then he was in a few other things, like he was in a Belfast movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's literally
What was
called
it?
Belfast. Very, very good.
No.
But he's been in loads of things. He's done loads of work with like West End and stuff like that.
Sick.
But yeah, so he has just wrote a book.
Mate, man
So
of many talents, by the way.
literally everything he touches turns to gold. It's insane.
Yeah, I was going to say something really weird then, actually. I was going to say, come and touch me, but then that's fucking mental.
Yeah, no, so he's wrote a book and he was doing like, oh, mate, it's mental. I don't know how they do it, like, honestly. So he's currently filming off somewhere at the minute. Um,
Mm.
I'll not say where or anything because I don't know how much
Yeah, no
is out there, but
spoilers.
he's off filming um, in Europe. And obviously, this book is like his own personal sort of endeavor, so it's got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So he didn't have much time to sort of do his promotion and things for his book, but he's like literally been to like Scotland, Bath, somewhere else, and then he done a book launch in London there the other day, which he invited Cheryl to. So
Heck,
she went along to it. She already knows his family and all, so she was comfortable enough going, you know.
that's class.
But they went out for dinner and drinks and things afterwards. But yeah, so the book looks really good. So it's currently on pre-order at the minute. You can pre-order it in Waterstones.
Okay. What's
Um,
the book's title?
it is the Ballad of Ronan McCoy.
Ronan
So
McCoy.
it's a coming of age sort of tale. So it's a story
Okay.
about two sort of young lads in a post Troubles era in Belfast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
And like one of them is like really confident and outgoing, and the other one's quite shy and sort of in the other one's shadow. And then there's like a tragic accident to the one that is confident. So the other one has to sort of find himself and, come out of him,
Yeah,
with that sort of shell and that shadow.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I think it seems quite heartwarming, but also like slightly dark as well,
Yeah, do you
which
reckon
is,
it's relatable to himself?
yeah, I would say so. I would say you draw a
Okay.
lot of stuff from his own sort of life and things, because growing up in Belfast himself.
Hmm.
Um, but it looks really interesting. It looks really good. So like it covers a load of bases. So like friendship, your first love, so falling in love for the first time,
Yeah, yeah.
grief is a big thing in the book.
Mm.
And then sort of like the universal challenge that everyone goes through is sort of
Yeah, yeah.
discovering yourself, you know, who you
Yeah.
are and what makes you you. So, yeah, it looks like a really good book. So
Yeah.
I've pre-ordered it.
I've just seen that it says about on the Google thing. It says Irish Times Best Fiction of 2026.
Yeah, so the reviews, that's what I was going to say. The reviews are insane about it. Like,
Yeah.
there's loads of
Everyone's
endorsements
raving
and
about it.
yeah, they're proper raving
Fair
about it.
play
So,
to him.
um, he literally never stops working. It's
Good
insane.
lad.
Do you know what it is
Love the
though?
grind.
Right, so do you know the way you have all these actors like Tom Cruise or do you know all them sort of Brad Pitt? they're all really good actors, and they're brilliant at what they do, but you wouldn't really want to like meet up with them for a beer or a coffee
Yeah,
because like
100%.
they're all slightly
No,
weird.
yeah.
Um, Colin seems like the type of fella that you would actually love to just be like, "Mum, we'll go out for a beer and just talk about the world."
Yeah, like normal, yeah.
It's just really normal, really
He's
dead on.
he's not he's not believing in Scientology and all that sort of weirdness.
No, no, he's really down to earth. And obviously I don't know him personally, but Cheryl does. So,
Yeah.
um, and yeah, no, he just seems like a really nice fella. So,
Shout out him. I hope that all his future endeavors go very well.
yeah, no, so hopefully the book goes well, and yeah, so it's a big thing, I suppose, going from like, if you're doing like movies and TV shows and all, and then writing a book, it's a completely different thing. And
I can
then like,
imagine it's much more chilled. It's probably quite a nice way to relax, isn't it?
yeah, I suppose it's just more personal though, isn't it, as well? Because you're sort of drawing
Yeah.
from your own experiences and things. But I think he's been writing this book for a few years now. Like, I don't, it wasn't just something that he just cracked out in a week.
Oh, I can imagine because he's so busy. Don't find the
Um,
time for it.
I think he just wanted to get it sort of. He had a vision for it, and he wanted to get it to where he wanted it. But
Yeah, yeah. Do you know when it officially comes out?
well, I know the pre-sale ends today. I think comes out on the 28th. I want to say.
Officially released on June the 18th.
I'm not sure.
So
Anyway,
Google says. But
who
either
knows?
way, shout out you.
Um. So yeah,
Fair play. Fair play, sir.
and then Cheryl hasn't she hasn't been out in like 2 years or something. Like she's
Yeah.
just been literally
Mum in
obviously
life.
yeah.
Fair play.
And she was saying to me about like she was potentially going to go to this event and all, and I was like, no, you are going. So
Yeah.
like
Deserve it.
I was sending her voice notes and all being like, you have to go. Like
Yeah, you
you
definitely
need to get
deserve
out of your
it.
house. You need to see your. She hadn't seen him either in ages. So I
Hmm.
was like, you need to see your friend. Like you need to make time to do these things.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
But no, she's really glad she went. She really enjoyed it. And like some of the cast, I think from Merlin were there as well because Colin would
It's pretty sick.
be friends with them. So
Yeah.
Cheryl was sort of like at dinner at the table, sort of with them and things. So she knew them all, sort of thing. So,
That's
um,
class, isn't it?
but it's so true, isn't it? Though you need to get out, like.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm probably the worst person to ask that question to because we've got a 5-year-old and we haven't been out on our own in
I
five
know.
years. So, yeah. But if you can do it and you get the opportunity, yes, you should be going out.
But you know what it is as well? It's finding something that you can do with your time that sort of takes you away from that, something you enjoy. So even the likes of
Yeah.
doing this podcast, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100. This is like my night out. This is my Friday night out
Yeah. So
nowadays. Like,
like,
whereas before I'd go down the pub, get smashed, and probably get in a fight. Now, like, I just come on here, get
and
like
getting a fight with
ridiculed
me.
by you, and then get in a fight with you afterwards.
Um, no, I know. Like, listen, I hardly get out either. Like, I don't. Like I could, but like I don't really go out very often. It's normally this, but it's finding the thing that like, you enjoy. So anyway, go
Yes,
if people
sir.
want to have a
Uh,
look for the book, have a
Yep,
search it. We'll
that's
put
a
a
ballad of Ronan McCoy.
Ronan McCoy, yep, and we'll put a wee thing up on the screen and things. But yes, go have a look at it, download it,
Shout
and
out,
also
Colin.
like if you haven't really seen some of the stuff that Colin's in, like go watch it. He's really good. Um,
I'm pretty sure I've watched Merlin, and it was sick.
yeah, Merlin's so good.
Mm,
There's a load of stuff he's in. Like, see when you actually look it up, you don't realize. I think pretty
yeah,
sure he was in an episode of The Crown as well, or I could be
that's
mistaken. Like,
class. It's just mad, isn't it?
but yeah.
Switching to my news story, it's just a little bit different, just a wee little bit
What you?
different.
Sorry, hold on. But are you telling me that you don't know like a really famous actor that you can talk about the book launch? No.
No,
Well,
but
what are we doing on this podcast?
I
Why are you
did
here?
read a news story, yeah, and I'll read you the headline. I would like you to comment on it.
Okay.
Man, 25, dies in glue tragedy after
Tragedy.
failing to find condom.
What?
Yeah. Man, 25, dies in glue tragedy after failing to find condom.
Uh, is there any context to this story?
Yeah, I can read the whole story to you. I'm not going to mention his name because why would I? He
Oh
had
well, I think he's
rein.
he's more than offended now, and if his name is in
Yeah,
some sort of news article, I mean,
it is.
put him on blast.
It's glued in there. Salaman Miza, Miza, 25, had 25,
Are you okay?
25. No, bruv, I'm struggling. 25 had now that like you've just mentioned famous actors now, I can't even get my words out, so I'll never get a job in the acting. Okay, he had reunited with his ex-fiancée for a drug-fueled romp at a hotel in Indiana. It doesn't say Indiana either, by the way. It says India. It says India.
I don't know how, but somehow that's racist.
I'm broken. I'm so broken. Where he decided to lather the epoxy adhesive over his genitals to avoid getting her pregnant.
Okay, so let me get this clear.
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. No, let me get this clear. It-
Come on. Speak your mind.
So, so no, I just
I find
what's
all the best
wrong
news
with
stories, man.
people? So so you're telling me he used glue?
Yeah, like super glue.
How desperate was he for this?
Well, it says in there that they're well known for using the glue and like whitener. I don't know what whitener is, but
I have
whitener
another
for
question, sorry, and I could be wrong, but did you say at
yeah,
the start of this that he died?
yeah, he's dead.
How?
So it says, let's scroll down a little bit. Um, all his okay, hello. A friend found him unconscious in shrubs the day after. He was taken to a hospital where his condition quickly deteriorated. He later died from multiple organ failures, allegedly caused by the adhesive. So I'm guessing it got into his bloodstream and then like, because I can imagine, yeah, like when glue gets hard, do you know what I mean?
No, I don't. I don't know what you mean.
No, but like that's down his Jap's eye, isn't it?
I, j- I'm really struggling with this story.
Like, God rest his soul, bless him. Like, I don't want to talk ill of the dead or
And was
anything like
she?
that,
Hold
but
on. Sorry, was the girl okay with this?
I mean, his family have written a statement and claimed that she was the one that applied it to him.
And
But
is
then I'm
she dead?
guessed,
Do you know what
mm,
happened? No,
no,
mate. I'm going to tell you what happened. Listen up.
go on.
Listen up, chaps. It wasn't the glue at all. So you said that this was his ex.
Yeah, his ex-fiance, yeah.
Yep. Listen, guys, we all know what's happened here. We don't need a criminal investigator to work out what's happened here.
Probably not, no.
She has came back into his life and said, "Oh, like I just miss being in your bed," and he's been like, "Let's go." And then he's been like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I don't have one," and then she's been like, "Don't worry, I've got you, because in my pocket I
See,
have
they were drug addicts, so they always had glue anyway.
I have glue, and I'm just going to use that." And then he's died, and she's dumped his body in the shrubs.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he was found in shrubs. That bit baffled me a little bit.
India's wild. Honestly, India
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
wild.
Or Indiana.
You know, yeah, yeah. But I can tell you now, I guarantee you that the police have looked at that and went, "Oh yes, that's clearly there's nothing suspicious here."
I'm so glad, yeah, because at the start of that, I thought he was going for an accent. And I was like, that's cancelable. Fully cancelled because you went, oh, yes. And I thought you was doing an accent. I was like, please don't.
Actually, do
Don't
you know, just
continue.
talking about that, do you know the fella that does Apu in The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Like he had to stop doing it.
Why? What? Because people thought he was racist.
Yeah, because he's not Indian.
Oh, do you know what people should do? Actually grow up, because doing accents
It's
is
your man.
absolutely
Oh,
fine.
what's his name?
I
Pretty
don't
sure
know.
he was in Friends.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but he stepped back from it
No,
because he was
that's
like
not.
American.
That's
And
just
someone else does it
ridiculous.
now.
People need to chill out. What, an actual Indian man?
I assume so. I assume they wouldn't say, "Listen, you can't do this anymore because you're American. We're going to use an English fella."
No, obviously, but like, come on, surely to God, yeah. But that's got to be like, what is it? Racist for sacking a man who's done a voice for ages, yeah, because people are offended by him doing it.
Now I don't know. I don't know whether he was sacked or he stepped back from the role, or a wee bit of both. But I just know he doesn't do it anymore because he's not Indian, and it would be cultural appropriation. But oh, gone are the days, eh? The good old
Oh yeah, he
days.
did. He did step back.
Did he step back? What's his name?
Yeah. Hank Azira,
What else is he in?
Azariah. Um, Birdcage, The Smurfs, Night in the Museum, Along Came Polly, Dodgeball, Friends.
Yeah, it is. It's him from Friends. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Step back. Because you said it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah.
Too many stereotypes. Do you know what the Simpsons said to him?
Hmm.
Do you know what the Simpsons' reply was when he told them they were quitting?
Well.
Thank you. Come again.
Well, folks, that's us. You'll never see us again.
You never see me again. It's
I'm
fine.
currently just deleting our creator Spotify account. Right, enough of that discussion and on to something a bit more disgusting. So we have decided that in this podcast we are going to do a bit of a taste testing.
Yeah.
For some reason this was my idea and I don't know why I decided to do it because I'm really regretting it. But basically, to give a bit of background, I was in different shops as I do with work, and I noticed that there was like new flavors of like different crisps out and all. There was like ones for the
Yeah.
World Cup, so we sort of got in contact and decided to buy a packet of each of the flavors. So the ones I have are, I mean, just show you them.
Bangers and mash.
English
Which
bangers and mash, and
banging.
I
I
can
love
only
bangers and
get a
mash.
5 pack.
What do you mean? Is that not a share bag?
No, it's a 5 pack.
What? Mine
I'm not
was
eating
share
5 bags
bags.
of this.
You have to
Garbage.
now, mate. You've bought it.
And what ones do you have?
I don't even want to like because yeah, like I've got Spanish queso.
So basically,
Queso.
what we're going to do here, folks, for your enjoyment, is we're going to
I'm
try
sure you're gonna love
these
this.
awful things. So
I,
let
I
me
will say, yeah, I
let
have
me just
had the
get them.
bangers and mash ones before. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I would like you to try them first. I want you to get like a wine tasting, please. I want you to smell the aroma and let us know what you think.
Do ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
What's that?
they're absolutely stinking. Right. So we're going to do this like a proper wine testing, okay?
Okay.
So,
Oh, with
folks, we have the bangers and mash, and what you
what
really
wine
want to
tasters
do.
have you ever been to?
What you want to do whenever you're taste testing something is you want to get your nose in there, but you want to get your nose the full way in there and give it a good old whiff, okay? None of this. You want to do the whole.
I'm dying.
And again,
How is that smell for
my
you
eyes
there,
are
sir?
watering.
What hints are you getting from the smell?
I'm getting garbage mixed with vomit with a bit of gravy. Right. No, do you know what? We'll get a good one. Let's
Yeah, get a handful, mate. Chuck a couple in. Treat yourself.
Wise up. Right, they're all garbage.
It's a good one, yeah, and you
Here
pull
we
out
go.
the smallest crumb I've ever seen. That's a crisp, that.
That's a crisp, that.
Okay.
Did everyone see that on
They
my new
look like
camera?
they look like every Walker's ever
Now,
made.
I want everyone to hear all of the details of this crunch.
Oh God. Don't do that. Oh my goodness. That is a loud crunchy nut. How are we? How are we? How are we flavoring, sir?
Um,
Do you want to try another one?
so the first thing I will say is, Walkers, if you're listening, doesn't taste anything like bangers and mash.
No.
It tastes a bit like if somebody got ground beef, right, spread it on the floor, got a bicycle tire, and ran it over it, and then you just ate the tire.
Yeah, and then they poured a little bit of gravy on top.
So we'll go for number two.
Death by Chris from podcast.
See if it's any better.
Jokes, by the way. Oh, that is deafening, by the way. Oh my God. I think I've perforated an eardrum with that one. It's the loudest thing I have ever heard in my entire life.
They are bogging.
Not for you,
They're
no?
absolutely disgusting, man. They are stinking.
Okay,
Oh, that is so bad. My eyes are watering.
right. You have no way. I'll move on to mine. You have no idea what stinking actually is, right? Because currently my house smells like a disgusting cheese factory. My house
What
currently
is Quazo?
smells. I don't know, cheese. It just says cheese flavored crisps, and it's got a picture of some cheese. Yeah, like generally, honest to God, it smells like the underside of your testicles after a fucking day at the gym. It's what it smells like in this house right now, mate.
Just put the coffee on my beard. I just headbutt on my mic.
Broken, mate. Honestly, I'm not even putting my nose in and whiffing because
No,
I
you have
will
to.
not do
That's
that.
the whole
No,
part. That is
no,
how you do
no.
your taste
And
testing.
I'll tell you the difference between mine and
Stuck
yours,
in
yeah,
my
except
teeth.
from the flavors, yeah. Mine is a ridge to number.
Yes. Do you know what I want you to do, mate? You know what you need to do?
What?
You need to hold it up, give it a big lick.
No. But I generally, it stinks, bro.
Just to give a bit of commentary, folks, it looks like he's really enjoying that.
There you go. Mate, that tastes like a foot. Like a whole foot. That is the cheesiest footy. That is disgusting.
Well, try and describe what it tastes like. I mean, I think I give a pretty good description of what mine tastes like. It's a bicycle
Right.
tire.
Okay, so if anyone's ever been in a room, yeah, with someone that's shaving the dead skin off their feet, right, and there's that
Also,
lingering.
Can I just say,
Right,
if
well-
I ever seen someone doing that in my presence, I think I'll set them on fire.
Right, it's disgusting to be fair.
Genuinely.
But there is a smell that comes with people shaving their dead skin off, and it happens to be quite cheesy. Yeah, and like you can sometimes taste smells, right? That is what that tastes like.
I feel ill.
Honestly, the most disgusting thing that has ever entered my mouth. Ever. I'm disgraced. Walkers, you've let the side down there. And do you know what, actually? Spanish people, if you eat that and that is what that tastes like, you need to have a fucking word with yourself.
Sort it out.
So I'm angry, mate. Like, that is disgusting.
Listen, genuinely, I don't understand why these crisp companies decide that they want to go for all these mad.
I don't know,
Sorry,
like
this is
some.
stuck in my teeth, and it's
I
making
know,
me ill.
same. Same. I've got like breath of foot. Now, every time I speak, yeah, I can feel foot coming out of my mouth, mate. I've got foot and mouth disease, bruv. I'm
You've really put your
fucking
foot in your mouth
broken.
now, haven't you?
That's it, mate. They are vile.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep coming up with these mad flavors. Why not
Do you
just
know
like,
what? I'm a big advocate for a mad flavor. If it's like nice. Like surely someone's taste tested them, yeah, and gone, oh, people will love that.
well, this is what I was going to get on to. In the Walker's factory, some absolute idiot has sat down when they've said, here's the final product of the bangers and mash, and somebody's put a crisp in their mouth and went, there's a moth flying around me, mate, and I can see it in my camera, and it's doing my head in.
Again, it's the same one from last week, mate. The
Yeah.
one that was really bothering you.
Um, and they've tasted it and they've went, yeah, that's it. That's the flavour. That's what we want to
I can
settle.
tell you now, yeah, I've tried the bangers and mash ones, and I would rather eat 5,000 bags of them than eat one more of them crisps.
Also, I ate 2 crisps, so you have to eat 2.
They're on the floor, bro. I'm not gonna get them.
Probably tastes better from the floor. One more.
Honestly.
Do one more before we move on.
No, bro, I wouldn't even feed them to my dog. Like, I even got a dog, but I wouldn't feed it to my dog if I had one. They are horrendous, mate. I'm not, that's not going in my mouth again. The kids can have them.
So, Walkers, just sort it out. Stop it.
I will say, yeah, they also do a onion and chorizo one. Actually quite nice.
You see, I just don't trust any of the new flavours. I just.
Mm.
Why?
Was you ever about, yeah, when they done like a squirrel flavour or something like that?
What?
On my
You
life, they
are
did.
lying.
Nah,
There's
like,
no way.
hold on.
There's no way. The RSPCA would be all over that.
Yeah. Cajun squirrel.
That's wild.
Yeah, they had Cajun squirrel, Builder's
Crack.
breakfast, Builder's breakfast. What is that?
Builder's
Onion,
breakfast.
onion bhaji, fish and chips, Cajun squirrel, crispy duck, and I don't know what that says. I want to say hoisin, and chili and
Hoisin
chop.
sauce.
Yeah, but squirrel flavored crisp, Cajun squirrel. Cajun squirrel.
Sort it out, Walkers. Honestly, sort it out. Just
No, mate, it's not. This is not Willy Wonka. You don't need to be inventing random
no.
things.
Do what you do best, and then mix it up a little bit. Don't be
Yeah.
bangers and mash. You can't get bangers and mash in a crisp. What
I'll
type
tell
of
you what.
planet do you think we're living on? This
I'll
isn't
tell you
Star
what. You can't
Trek.
get queso, queso, queezo, quezo. Makes me
Queefo.
queasy. Literally queefo.
Like, it's not. I don't know why they think we're living on the Starship Enterprise. You know, where they have that wee machine where it, like,
That's right.
materializes any food, and they're like, yeah, you can just eat crisps and you'll get your
feel
5
like-
a day. Why don't?
I feel like they just got like Bill Nye the Science Guy to come in and just throw loads of flavors together and then go, yeah, see you later.
Somebody's cut up a load of potatoes and just
Waste of
peed
potatoes.
all over them, mate. Honestly, that is just
Waste
disgusting.
of, wait, waste of potatoes. Disgraceful. Right, let's get into the main subject of this actual podcast, yeah? Because we need to simmer down after that disgrace that just happened and talk about something that might trigger people. So this is like a little trigger warning I want to put out there. If you're currently suffering or like you don't think you'll be able to listen to anything about addiction or it might affect you, probably switch off now because we probably
Yeah.
will dive quite deep into addiction.
And also, like if it is something that you're struggling with, and whether you listen or not, you know, always look out for the help that's out there. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And
there's
always,
helplines
if
and-
you don't want to ring helplines and stuff, you can always message us. We'll always say.
but there's so many different helplines, and there's a lot of anonymous numbers as well you can ring, as well as your GP, obviously. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Right, so I want to start off with a little overview, yeah, of what addiction actually is.
go for it.
So a lot of people think you can be cured from addiction. Untrue. It is a chronic, lifelong condition. It involves compulsive seeking and taking of substances or performing an activity despite negative or harmful consequences. So it obviously like messes up your mental health, relationships, and overall quality of life. So that is like what addiction is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is a disease as well, which is not like no many people see it as that, but it is actually a disease.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it is. It's a lifelong thing. It's almost like a lifelong battle, is the way
Yeah.
I would sort of imagine it.
Yeah.
Um,
You can never cure yourself from addiction. Yeah. What you just do is if you go back, it's just called a relapse, and then you just try and stop again.
yeah,
That's
it's
all
like any sort
addiction
of
is.
chronic. Do you know, my wife has chronic migraines,
Yeah.
um,
Mental that way. Bless her.
which are they think are caused because of the nerves in her neck, but they don't know. But yeah,
Bless her.
it's one of those things that yeah, you're right. You don't get cured from it. It's just constant
Mm.
battling with it.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Which is difficult. But addiction, I think like everyone has an addiction. Like, everyone has a vice in it and an
Yeah,
addiction. Like
addiction
some
takes.
are more harmful than others. They take loads of different forms in it.
Yeah, like it takes any sort of form. So it's just anything that sort of takes your time and your energy, and like you said, it can have some sort of negative impact, but you do it regardless.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people automatically go straight to the hard hitters whenever they
Yeah.
talk about like addiction. They're like, oh,
Like you're a heroin addict.
yeah, or cocaine or meth or something. But it's not
Yeah.
necessarily always that.
No, it's definitely not.
Especially when you look at like today's society, like the biggest addiction factors is what social media,
Social media,
where people are literally just throwing away their entire days staring at a screen.
yeah. Yeah. Well, there
So,
are literally two different types of addiction, which is substance addiction,
mhm,
which is your obvious like drugs and stuff like that, or alcohol or whatever. And then non-substance addiction, which is a behavioral addiction.
mhm,
So something in your behavior that blah blah blah, whatever.
yeah,
So the main like substance addictions would be like alcohol. Have
mhm,
you like I don't drink anymore, but that's only because I'm on sertraline for my mental health. But I
mhm,
used to love a good drink. I wouldn't say I was addicted to drinking, to be fair.
yeah. Um, it's not something I've ever really done heavily.
Mm.
More of like a social thing, but like I've always sort of been aware of the sort of dangers of it. So I think that's
Yeah,
maybe what's kept me, you
yeah. I
know,
guess you know your limits, isn't
to,
it? Like,
to that side of the fence. But
yeah,
um, it's one of those things, isn't it, that like it's like changing your circumstances, and I could literally see that's what scares me because that's the other thing about addiction. It like one minute, one day, whatever that thing is, that vice is, could be completely under control, and you could
mm-hmm,
be like, yeah, but I can take this or leave it,
yeah.
and then circumstances change ever so slightly, and then all of a sudden it's not in your control.
And you don't realize
Do you know what
either.
I mean?
You still think you're in control of it. Like I
Yeah.
have a really addictive personality, so anything I
Hmm.
do, I like to do a lot of. So like, yeah, you don't realize that you're not in control of it until someone
Yeah.
else points it out for you, and then you're still in denial anyway. You're like, no, 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 I've got it. It's fine. I could give up whenever I want, whenever I want. I don't need to do it. It's just I enjoy doing it and stuff like that. I used to come out with every excuse under the sun
Yeah.
to get what I wanted. So it was, yeah, mad, just mad. Caffeine, which I think we're both addicted to, I'd say. That's another
Yeah.
one.
I mean, to the point now where caffeine doesn't have an effect on me.
Yeah, I don't get like,
Like I could have, do you know, that thing of coffee and go to bed after. Like,
mm,
although I have stopped drinking energy drinks.
have you?
Yeah.
Proud
Sorry,
of you,
I'm
mate.
having a fight.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
Absolutely fine.
yeah, I've stopped drinking energy drinks because it was literally just I was drinking them like water because they were having
Yeah.
no effect, and it was just another
Yeah, it's
thing.
mad. Have you like got any side effects from giving up?
I've
Because that would
noticed.
be classed as an addiction. Like you was addicted to like energy drinks. They are very addictive.
Yeah, literally, it was just like it was more because I liked the flavor, and like it wasn't really like, do you know the way energy drinks are meant to like make you really wired and like,
Mm.
but like it literally wasn't doing anything, but it was more just like picking up a bottle of Coke.
Yeah, it's
Um,
mad.
but I stopped drinking them because like more so like they're bad for you in large quantities. So I was like, right, well, time to knock this in the head, like so. Um,
Okay.
but I wouldn't like I haven't. I'm not going right. I'm never going to drink them again. Do you know what I mean? I'm
No,
just
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
having like one a day.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, I know people that drink like three, four, five big Red Bulls a day. I'm like,
I've
how are
Red
you
Bull
coping in
stinking.
life?
Couldn't have
Like,
Red
how are
Bull.
you coping in life? Mental.
Um,
Absolutely mental.
yeah. So it's one of those things. Like you said, you think you have control over it, and then all of a sudden you don't. So um,
It
and
is
like
scary,
that's
but it's go on, Karen.
well, that's what gets people to start, and then like you said, then you're in that denial, and you're like, no, I am in control of this, and um, and I can stop this whenever I want or whatever. But then it's not until 10 years down the line, whenever
You've lost
you've hit rock
everything.
bottom and you've
Yeah.
lost everything, you're like, and like I'm talking, I'm not, I've never been in that situation, so I'm not just putting it out there
I
like I'm
think
not
I've been
downplaying
close.
it, but like
Yeah,
you
I've
see
been
it,
close to that situation. Yeah,
you
I have
see
been
it.
close to that situation. Like, I was gonna say, like the only like problem with that again is you lose everything else, but that's whatever you're addicted to is the only thing that stays with you because then it becomes your best friend.
It becomes a constant. Yeah,
Yeah, because that's the constant in your life now because that's the only thing that hasn't left you and the only thing that blocks out everything else.
yeah.
It's such a weird thing. Like you think, yeah, like most drugs, like, I would say like marijuana, for example, yeah, I don't think that should be illegal, but then alcohol should be.
Well, there's a very clear reason why that them two things aren't the case.
Well,
Money. So
yeah, obviously. Yeah.
alcohol and cigarettes are so heavily taxed in the UK, more so
Yeah,
than
yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
else in the world. So the
Yeah.
government makes so much money off
Billions.
them that they're
Yeah.
never going to be banned.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just scary because like
and because they
the
can't
amount of
regulate marijuana,
deaths,
they're not going to legalize it. Do you know what I mean?
well, they will soon because now they've got shares in medical marijuana and stuff like that. They're going to
So
start
the only
legalizing it,
way they'll make it legal is if there's a way they can make a lot of money from it.
which is what they'll do is go down the medical route and then open up like in America and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where you have to have like a marijuana card and you have to pay us like monthly subscription or some shit. But
You have to do that, but like you can in America, you can walk in and buy an AK-47 with a
yeah,
packet of chewing gum.
literally, it's mad, isn't it?
Um,
But yeah,
yeah.
I'd say like I've suffered from quite a few addictions, like smoking. I smoked for yonkers.
Hmm.
I've given up now for. I tell a lie. I was smoking when I was on holiday the other like 3 weeks ago. I was smoking fags then because I thought I'm on holiday. I'm gonna treat myself. Like, it's like a treat, innit? Like, I do it every now and often now. Like I'll be like, oh, I just really fancy a cigarette, go and have one. But like I was a heavy, heavy smoker. Like I don't know, like 50 grams of tobacco. Does that make any sense to you?
Hmm.
Like that would last me like that 2 days maybe.
That's what I mean. Just in
Roll ups, just roll ups.
no, but I mean just in like number terms, that's 25 grams a day.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. Like you don't think about it, but like when you actually think about it that way, like 25 grams of anything a day is probably bad for you.
Mental, yeah. It's literally mental.
Um,
I'd say probably like 40, 50 fags a day when I was smoking. Easy.
yeah, and that's more than 2 an hour.
Yeah.
No, well, sorry,
I
no,
when
that's completely garbage. That's more than 2 an hour if you were awake for 24 hours.
yeah,
So if you're awake for what on average 11, 12 hours.
probably more for me because I've got insomnia, so I stay awake. Uh, yeah, I was a heavy smoker, but then I don't like again, yes, it causes problems in the future, but like, come on, that was like my only luxury in life. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, it was like a treat. I can smoke great, but now I vape anyway, so I guess I'm still addicted to nicotine, but
yeah.
now I just suck off a robot to get it.
Such a poor choice of words.
Literally,
What's her
that's
name?
what it's. Who said it's a girl? Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it's all to do with society as well, though, isn't it? Because like you think back to when we were younger, and it was just much more like widely accepted.
Yeah, it was
like
cool to
smoking and
smoke,
things.
wasn't it? It was really cool.
Whereas now it's not. It's more of like a
Mm-mm.
really dirty sort of habit, you know.
Yeah, you're shunned into a little bus stop in the corner in your
Yeah,
smoking section and stuff like that. Like, remember you could just like smoke everywhere. You smoke on buses, planes,
that's
shopping
wild. I
centres,
I
in the
can't.
shops, mate. Like, you could be searching for clothes, yeah, and just like flick ash on the floor.
See, that's disgusting.
Mental.
That would drive me insane.
It's disgusting, but
Do
mental.
you
You can
know?
smoke everywhere.
And they'll remain unnamed, but there's a chippy I deliver to,
Okay.
and I'll not even say where they are, but they really their food is top quality. Like
Mm.
they've won awards and all. Like they're really really good. Everyone knows who they
Okay.
are in Northern Ireland, which is why I'm not dropping the name. But when I deliver to them, I deliver them our big buckets of curry,
Yeah.
and the fellow that owns it and his I assume it's his daughter and his wife and his brother. Whenever I arrive before the shop's open, they all
Yeah.
sit in the kitchen and all smoke
Chuffing fags in the kitchen. That's
in the
mad, isn't
kitchen.
it?
And I
That's
just
mad.
stand there and I'm like, yeah, okay. So he's like, oh, what I owe you today? And I'm like, oh, £126. And he's like, oh, okay, give me a second. And they're all just, I'm like, just standing there like, this is gross. Like,
Mm. But
this
then
is
I
the
guess it's
kitchen.
no different to like, yeah, I guess. But then it's no different to smoking in your house.
But it is if, surely it is if you're serving. My point is, like, if that was the case everywhere, like, it would be miserable.
Yeah.
Imagine sitting on a plane.
Yeah, but like I could, when I was a smoker, I could think of nothing more enjoyable than sitting on a plane and having a cigarette.
No, it's the smell. The smell gets me. But I know what you mean.
Yeah, because you don't smoke in it, so I don't think like it's one of your things in it. But for me, when I was smoking, I'd love to just smoke anyway. Like every time I got in a car, I'm like, I have to have at least one cigarette, no matter if it's like a 2 minute journey or anything. I used to get in taxis and be like, "Can I smoke, please?" Or like Ubers and be like, "Can I smoke, please?"
And then you were like, when I say that, I mean 25 in this 5 minute
Literally,
journey.
don't clip that, anyone. Yeah, so go. Moving on. Other ones that aren't the substance addictions. The main one would be gambling,
Mm.
which I struggled with like more recently. It's only been probably like 5 months, maybe. I've stopped gambling.
Question though,
Hmm.
is the gambling a result of another one? Because what you tend to find, or what I've seen, is that generally what happens is gambling always comes as like a side effect almost. So like, people who, so say somebody goes to the pub every day of their life and just drinks all day, you
Yeah.
tend to find that that person, like after they go to the pub, are the same person that walks across the road to the bookies. That's
Mm,
what you sort of see in the street. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I think I've always liked it,
Mm.
but it started off when I was younger, like going into bookies, like putting sports bets on and playing a bit of roulette, whatever. Fine, not a problem. Probably was, but not a problem. Then like I went uni and I think it was just like yeah, it was all great going out and having fun and stuff like that. But being away from like all my pals, everything like that, I was kind of lonely there.
Mm.
Like I had mates and that there, but I was lonely as well because I was like this ain't really me. So I think that become like my best friend.
Yeah.
And then like I was stupid with it when I was in uni. And then I gave up for about a year, 2 years maybe. And then I relapsed. And then yeah, it's been 5 months again now. I've not gambled. That Moth is really onto you, mate. He loves the podcast. He's our number one fan. But yeah, it's hard, mate. Like I think it is hard because at the same time, there's nothing more than I'd love to just have a little gamble and just chill. But I've seen the effect it has on people
Yeah.
around me. So like I kind of got to the point where it was me, the gambling, or my family in it. Like I had to make a choice, and obviously your family's gonna come
But you
above
need to, but
gambling
I
every other
know, I
week.
know you say obviously, but like, see, this is where I think, so like when you're talking, see that self-awareness where you're saying like, you seen what it was doing to people around you and you had to decide it was this or that sort of thing. I think that's not
Mm,
something that generally people, like, it could take like 30 years for someone to have
Yeah.
lost everything, to hit rock bottom, to be like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
have I done, sort of thing. So I think you should take a bit of like a bit more, what's the word? Like be a bit more proud of yourself in the sense that like, even so you said you had that relapse and then you were like, no, 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 like I've been here before.
I wouldn't say it was me that said no, 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 no. It was kind of my missus. Like a big shout out to her. She was the one that pointed it out to me and was like, "Fuck, look, you've just like." I think it was just before Christmas or just over Christmas, something like that. I was like just in a shit. It was like I was in depression.
Hmm.
Like I was just in a shit mood, gambling all the time. She was like, "This week, yeah, you've done over 500 quid, and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Like we've got to buy food and all that stuff." And I was like, "Fuck yeah." It's bad. And she pointed it out to me and she was just like, look, you either keep on doing what you're doing and going down the route you're going and lose us, like my kids and that, or you fucking snap out of it. And like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like an instant thing where I was like, yeah, cool, let me just fucking snap out of it, I'll be fine, whatever. I was like, no, you can't fucking do that to me. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I instantly got my back up because I was like, why are you trying to run my life? Why are you trying to tell me what I can and can't do? I'm 32 years old. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. And then I just realized like it is fucking a shitty thing to do because like obviously just like seeing her in like tears about it and stuff like that and like yeah, it was just fucking wank, mate. Horrible.
I know we have to think about like this is what I always think about as well, like how many other people out there might be in that same situation.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, well, I'm lucky because I had someone to point it out to me, but like other
but
people
even
don't.
even
Shit.
even people that have someone to point it out to them in that situation, they take one of two paths.
Yeah.
They either stick with that, nah, I'm my own person, you can't tell me what to do,
Mm.
and then they end up, losing everything, or
Yeah.
they take that other path, which you talked about as well, where you realize that no, well, actually, I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not like this is what I was saying about it not being. Sorry, what I was saying about addiction being a lifetime thing. Like I still get the
mhm.
urge to gamble. Like right now, even talking about, it, I'm like fuck it. Like I would sit tonight after we finish the pod and have a gamble. Like, I'd love to do it, but I won't. It's just fucking like self-control.
Yeah, I suppose it's about making sure you have them people around you as well who can point that stuff out. Do you know what I mean? Or can be
Yeah,
like, okay,
100%.
you need to check yourself. I
Yeah,
think
100%. It's
that's
the same with the mental health stuff we went through
yeah.
in it. Like having people around you is great.
It's having the right people
Definitely.
around you who are gonna. There's no point in having people around you who are of that same mindset because
Yeah.
then you have people going, oh, sure, it's the World
Yeah,
Cup.
encouraging it.
Do you know,
Yeah.
let's. Um, so you need people around who are going to be like, you've been here before, you've done this before. Do you know? Um,
Yeah, definitely. But it is tough for me. Like, I can't head to hold high to anyone that can fucking get help with addiction and stuff like that. Man, it's a rough thing to go through. Very rough.
it sort of link to as well your sort of personality types. So like you mentioned before, you're quite an addictive personality sort of thing, and
Yeah, 100%.
um, like coming from like the care system,
Mm,
um, there's always that sort of overarching sort of thing hanging over you where like you're expected to be, you know, you're expected to fit a certain profile. So
yeah,
if you talk to people about like kids in care, they have this automatic assumption that like
they're
they're all,
naughty.
yeah, they're all drug addicts and they're all out,
Yeah,
causing problems and bouncing from one home to the next, etc. And to be honest with you, like a good large proportion of that is true.
mm,
Unfortunately, like, and I think that's because you know kids that go through the care system have came from some sort of trauma
yeah,
or like
massively.
abuse situation, and then they end up in a situation where then they turn to that sort of thing. And
Yeah,
um, I was very lucky in the sense that whenever I went into the care system, I was placed after the first placement. I was placed in a like the home where then I ended up staying. You
mm,
know,
yeah,
whereas and it was the same with my younger brother at the time. He was 3 months, so he got home pretty quickly. but my sister, and I'll not talk about the rest of my siblings because I don't really know them, but my older sister Cheryl, she was 16 at the time, so she was right at that like peak age where like if you're going to go off the rails, that's that's
Yeah, it's
that's
the
the
time
right
to do it, isn't
age.
it? Yeah.
Um, and she did get bounced about. She was in a number of different homes, um, across Northern Ireland. But like when you look at statistics for like people in care, it's scary. So it's broken down here.
I just want to
Like,
say, yeah, quickly, just 2 seconds. Like, shout out you and at least your sister as well, because that's the only one like you spoke to me about. You've both done incredibly well.
well, I'll talk a wee bit about because me and my sister recently have had conversations about this kind of thing. But like
Hmm.
when you break it down, so it's broken down here. Um,
Okay.
so general substance use, right? So research indicates that 73% of care leavers, so people who were in care, have used cannabis compared to 31% of the general population.
That's massive amounts.
So it's over double.
Yeah, that's
Harder
mad.
drugs, so cocaine use among care experienced young people is reported at 26% versus 4% of
That's mental
non-care.
as well.
And heroin is at 9% versus a 0.6% of general demographic.
That's,
Um,
that's over 10 times.
yep. So because them statistics exist, people you almost can fit it. Whenever you're in them situations, like you have to choose a path, don't you?
Yeah, 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 100%.
And I know members of my family who have chosen a different path than me. And like when I was chatting to my sister Cheryl about this recently, we were saying about how you sort of either use your experience, and I suppose this is something I'm sort of putting out now to anyone that's in potentially that situation.
Mm.
If you have a past trauma, right, that either that's going to be a part of your life regardless, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So either it determines who you're going to be, so it encompasses, and you sort of fall into that, well, this is who I am, so I'm gonna be whatever society thinks I'm gonna be,
Yeah,
or it's an experience that you can use to try and benefit other people. And I think that's the sort of mindset that me and Cheryl both took from like
it's
a younger
amazing.
age. Um, and like Cheryl's never really went near alcohol, like very, very, very minimal if she ever
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's because she came from like, a background where she knows what it can do.
Yeah.
Um, but like I know a lot of people through the care system, like I've met kids and things who have literally quite quickly spiraled.
Yeah. Yeah, because it
Um,
blocks. The thing is with like alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, it blocks the pain for a bit, then it is a great blocker for any pain you're going through. But then I don't think people quite realize that the pain does come back, and then you have to chase that blocker, and then it keeps like it spirals into harder and harder and harder
mhm.
things that you're taking to try and block.
Yeah,
And there's only a limit before
yeah.
everything just goes away.
I think it's one of those things that, like you said, it becomes something that you can use as a mechanism to cope,
Yeah,
but it's only ever going to be temporary.
yeah. It's like Telling in like simpler terms, like say you get injured playing football and you take ibuprofen, the
Uh,
pain doesn't go away because you've took the ibuprofen. It just masks the pain for a bit and makes it more manageable.
it numbs it. It doesn't fix the
Yeah,
problem. That's
yeah,
the thing,
that's the one.
and I
Yeah,
think you have to address the problem. And don't get me wrong, like it's not like I was like this superpower that was like, oh, I'm just going to address the problem and I'm all good. Like I've talked
mm,
before in the mental health, episode where I spiraled at times, and after seeing a GP or whatever, eventually, and they were like, yeah, listen, your past trauma is what's
yeah,
bringing this all back up. But it's having that realization and going, right, okay, well, this past trauma is always going to be there, but it's either going to be a negative thing in my life or a positive thing.
yeah. And you've definitely flipped it into a positive thing, and that's fucking amazing.
So you have I feel like you have to. I feel like if the moment that you don't do that is the moment that you just fall prey to it. Do you
Yeah, I
know?
guess, but I guess like we're kind of yin and yang in this situation because you've flipped yours into a good thing. I am flipping mine into a good thing now, but like I was the spiraling person, like that with drinking, drugs,
Yeah.
like gambling, whatever. Like I've just done everything to try and numb the mental health issues that I've got. But yeah,
Yeah, but I think like, but this is where I think. See, I think this is where the biggest injustice is, though, because you're talking there as if you haven't reached like a finish line.
I
That's
never
what it.
will.
No, I know, but that's what it sounds like. But I think what you the mindset you need to try, I think anyone needs to try and adopt is look at the wins that you've had. So
Yeah, you did. I remember speaking to you like briefly over text once, and like you mentioned that, I was like, bro, I'm carrying through it. Like I was like, I've just given up smoking, just given up the gambling. Like I don't drink anymore, blah blah blah. And you was like, mate, people struggle to just do one of those things,
so
and you're doing multiple of them at a time.
I think what I said was that some people spend their entire life trying to get over one of them things,
Yeah, yeah, you
let
did,
alone
yeah.
tackling three at once. Do you know? I think that's what I mean when I say mindset. I think, whenever you look back and you go, actually, right, well, what have I done? Right, okay, well, I've stopped doing that and I've cut that down and I've stopped doing that and I've changed my mindset about that. And you list that, if you were to physically list that on a page, and the thing is, what you have to do is imagine that's someone else.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you'd be
imagine that's
giving them
someone that
props.
you know, and your first reaction would be like, fair play to you,
Well done, yeah.
well done. And I think, okay, so this is real rogue, so I
No,
don't
go on,
know
go on, go on, go on.
how this is going to work, right?
Go for it.
But this is like some sort of psychological sort of theory type of uh, practice thing. So I'm just going to say stuff to you, right? And I want you to
Hmm.
react genuinely, like what
Okay.
way it
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
you feel, right? So
yeah.
I hate, absolutely hate your blue hair. It's disgusting. What era are you living in? It's not the 90s anymore. It's disgusting.
Okay, fair. Right, thank you.
But what is your genuine reaction to that?
Funny, isn't it? I
Huh?
don't have blue hair, bro. It's
You,
funny, I don't have blue hair.
okay, perfect. You're not a very nice person though. As
Okay,
in, you're not a good person.
okay. I know that I am, so cool.
Okay. Um, do you think you're good enough?
Mm, no.
Okay, stop. Good. Okay, so
Good.
I'm
Gonna
going to
fucking
explain to
cry,
you
mate.
what happened there, okay? So, when I said that I hated your blue hair and
Yeah,
it was disgusting and it's not the 90s anymore, your reaction was to laugh
yeah.
because 100% of you knew that you didn't have blue hair.
Okay.
So it didn't have any effect.
Yeah.
And I went through a few other things. But when I said, "Do you think you're good enough?"
Mm,
Okay, so tell me why. Like, what do you see how your reaction was different? Because
yeah.
the thing is, when people say something, if it resonates at all with you, if there's even a small percentage of you that might think, well, actually, they might have a point, your reaction changes from because you were 100% certain you didn't have blue hair, but you're not
Yeah.
100% certain about being good enough.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What makes you feel like that?
Well, it's just like going back to addictions, just all the addictions I've had and stuff like that. I just feel sometimes it makes you feel like a fuck up because you've done
Hmm.
all them things. Like your past. I'm a strong believer that everything you've done in the past makes you the person you are today, so nothing you've done is a
Hmm.
mistake. But at the same time, like a lot of the things I've done are just fucking stupid, isn't it? Like,
Okay.
and it's if, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. So basically, past mistakes
mm,
or what? So yeah. Okay. So I've two sons, as you know.
Yeah.
So one of them comes up and says, "Listen, I've made a few big mistakes, and I'm really not happy about them, and I've really let myself down, and I've let you down." And do you think, now I'm asking you the question now, should I then love that child less than the other one? Or what way do you
No, of
think,
course
what
not.
way should I react?
Just like I would say, well done for realizing that you've made these mistakes, and well done for coming to me and speaking to me about them mistakes.
Yeah. Um, and do you have a good relationship with your parents?
Yeah, really good.
Do you, like growing up and things, you'd see, you looked up to them and things and you love them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
And did they do everything right?
They tried.
But inevitably they made mistakes,
Yeah, everyone does.
but you don't love them any less.
No, of course not.
Okay, so my question is, why is the love that you would have for the child that made the mistakes and the love that you have for your parents who have made mistakes different than the love you would have for yourself? So your opinion on the children, your
Mm,
child comes to you and says that, even my children coming, and your parents, even though they made mistakes and they weren't perfect, you still don't see them any differently. You still love them the
yeah,
same. So why then, whenever I asked you, are you good enough? You hesitated?
because I think you're harsher on yourself than you are anybody else, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true, but it's not right.
Yeah. No, yeah, like you should 100% love yourself and believe in yourself and just be proud of yourself, but it's hard to, isn't it?
And I think that's psychologically what the problem is, that people
Mm.
become harsher on themselves than they do on other
Yeah,
people
you just
because
grow hatred for yourself, isn't it?
the reality is that, like, if your partner or your children came to you and said the same things, the first thing you do is throw your arm around them and say, "Listen, I'm going to
Yeah,
support you,"
yeah,
you know.
100%.
But when it comes to yourself, the first thing you do is and I mean everyone, I mean myself as well. The first thing you do is you self-destruct. You start to pick yourself
Yeah,
apart, and you
yeah,
start to
yeah,
think, "I'm not good enough, and I've made all these mistakes, and do you know why would that person love me as much, or why would that person care?" Because
yeah,
you know, where in reality you should be going, "Do you know what? I've made massive steps in the right direction, and I need to show myself a bit more appreciation or love." Because the moment you start doing that, the moment that you can start laughing off that other stuff like the blue hair.
yeah, 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 no,
Because
100%.
if people then come to you and go, "Well, sure, why? How could you be giving advice to people about X, Y, and Z? Because sure you did it yourself." You'd be
Yeah,
going, "Yeah, you're right, I did." And you know what?
yeah,
I come out the other end of it in this year, and I've seen a massive difference since. And I think that you could too. Do you know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
sick, actually. Yeah, I get it. That's class. I feel like I've just been in school and like learnt. I was fucking sick. I really like that. Appreciate that though, mate. Like, as much as that was for the pod, I think that's just helped a little bit.
And the thing as well is like people often go to like TikTok, right, or they go to YouTube and they search up like TED talks or
Yeah,
things that are going to inspire them to stop
yeah,
these things. The reality is that if that's what you're looking for, you're never going to find it.
yeah. Unless you come
Because
to our YouTube, by the way, if you're listening.
the reality is the only way you will get over addiction, past trauma, whatever it is if you start addressing the issue in yourself
Yeah,
and going, even if it's the tiniest steps that you've taken, you know,
just even
and
talking about it to someone else, or just like, yeah, just mentioning it is a massive step. It's not even like the. I don't think there's any such thing as tiny steps of addiction. I think everything, just the even
you
first
know,
admitting you have an addiction is probably the biggest step that you
yeah,
ever take in it. Like, and realize it in your own head. Because for ages, like with my gambling and stuff like that, I was like, no, I'm not addicted.
yeah.
What are you on about? Like, shut up. But then, like, when I realized, I was like, fuck, like, I
hmm
really do have a problem with it.
But that's it, and that's what I mean. Like, because the people will think to themselves, "But sure, I haven't done. I'm still doing it.
Mm,
I'm still addicted to this thing."
yeah,
Instead of going, "I've addressed that I am actually addicted to this." Like, that's a huge step.
yeah,
Okay, so
100%.
what is my next step? I need to show myself a bit of love and a bit of care, you know,
You're very
and
right,
then
sir.
move forward, sort of thing, you know. Um, I think there's so much stigma on the stuff that
There is.
people don't want to put themselves in that limelight,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
quite. It's like it's seen as embarrassing, isn't it?
Mhm.
Especially, I think like drinking, gambling, and drugs and that. It's quite like a lads thing, isn't it? And that was like a group I was very much in, like lads, down the pub, get on the gear, go bookies, go bet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it was very much that situation, innit? So like, yeah. Like as soon as I stopped, like for when I was younger, I used to smoke like quite a lot of weed. And as soon as I stopped, like a lot of my pals that I used to hang around with stopped hanging around with me and stuff like that. Because they were like, it seemed like, oh, you're not cool anymore. And then I realized it weren't like me they wanted. It was the addict me they wanted.
Hmm.
Because they wanted me to be like, oh, should we get this? Oh, should we do this? Oh, should we do that? Or like stuff like that. It weren't actually me that they wanted to hang around with. So
But and that's it. And you were able to cut ties with people who
yeah,
were actually
100%.
only causing damage.
Yeah,
Do you know
massively.
what I mean?
Hmm.
And now you're stuck with me,
Get in
which
there.
might be worse.
No, not definitely not, mate.
Um,
Definitely not.
yeah, I'm a massive advocate for like building people up
Yeah.
to the point where like even if you need to literally, if somebody's sitting talking to me about something like say they suffer with depression or alcohol or drugs abuse or whatever, I will literally listen to them and I will try my best to search out even one positive from what they're saying,
Yeah. Yeah, you do quite a lot, to be fair.
because sometimes just showing them that there is a positive, then they go, oh, okay, so did I done something good then?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah. We are literally like dogs. Like we just want what is it called? Like
Um,
reassurance. We want
reassurance, yeah.
reassurance from other people like all the time in it. Like we want to be made to feel like we're doing something good. But in our brain, we're kind of just self-destructing ourselves all the time. Like we're picking apart everything we do. We just want someone to go like, "Oh, well done, actually,
Yeah.
smashed it."
I think I think people should try more to sit down and have them conversations with themselves.
Yeah.
Do you
And
know
do
what
you
I
know what?
mean?
People should try more to also, if you are with someone that is suffering with an addiction or you know someone that's, I think you should have a chat and just sit down and go, look, well done.
Hmm.
Like you're doing well. Because especially if they've not hit that full self-destruct moment yet, it's a good
Yeah.
time to catch them.
Yes, I think it goes back to our overall sort of point that we try to hit home all the time is just be there to put an arm around someone.
Be
You know,
positive, man.
it's not difficult.
No, it's really
You
not.
know. Um.
Really, really not. Like I've more from this podcast, like I've started being loads more positive in life and stuff like that, and
Mhm.
it shows, man. Things are just like apart from my kids always being sick, like life's going great.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? And I think it's what you put in, you get out. So if people just do, if the imagine the world just was a whole positive place, imagine what we could get out of it.
Yeah, I mean that's essentially the dream, isn't it? But it's never going to be the case, and the reality is that we are hardwired to only pick out the negatives.
Yeah,
That's the first thing you think of is the negatives. Do you know, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think about is like, oh, how tired you are, or oh,
yeah,
what you have
yeah,
to do today, and you really have to struggle to find the positives. But I think if we give in to our conscience more, because our
mm,
conscience will be the one that tells us like, no, let's try and make today a good day. Do you know, let's
yeah.
try and do
Well
positive
done for
things.
wake, well done for actually waking up.
Yeah,
Sick.
well,
Like
yeah.
sleep is the cousin of death, so well done for waking up. You
Um,
made it. Woo!
and not focus on the negative things, and like just going back to sort of our talk about addiction and things. I think that's pretty much that was my whole point. You know, even you're coming through care, or you're coming from a past trauma, or you're still, you know, you're in that grip, the grisps. What?
Crisps. Not the bangers and mash
Not them
crisps, all the
crisps.
queso ones.
I'll not be addicted to them. Um, in the sort of grasp of addiction as we speak, like
Mm.
that's not the be all and end all. Your trauma, your addiction doesn't have to be the thing that defines who you are.
No,
It can be
definitely
a
not.
part of you, but
And
you can
don't be
use it
embarrassed
for
about
good.
it either. If people are
No,
listening and they've got an addiction, don't be embarrassed about it, because I was fully embarrassed. But it's not worth it, man. The people that love you will be around to help you no matter what.
it's a whenever you get to that point that you're talking about where you're deciding, right, I'm going to make a change here, that's a great filter
Mm.
because it filters out all the negativity in your life because the people that drop away weren't really there.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
And you need rid
Massively.
of them because they're the ones that are bringing you down. And like
Yeah.
even genuinely, like one thing that helped me whenever I was sort of, my mental health really wasn't in a good place was literally just writing things down on a page.
Yeah, I've tried,
Genuinely.
but it's not for me.
Like see,
I'm a
it could be
verbalizer.
it could be for people that maybe don't want to verbalize, who don't
Yeah.
want to
See,
talk about it.
I'm more of a chatter now. So
Um,
like,
like sometimes just picking up a page and writing down, right,
yeah.
this
My
is how my
missus does.
day's
She
going.
does like her own little like. She does it on her phone. She writes like stuff down and stuff like that to make her. Because then you get it out your head as well.
Yeah. But
It's like
even writing,
sharing it, but to yourself.
just think about it. Imagine someone who is addicted to gambling, right? And they're literally just throwing
Mm.
away their money. And they got up one day and they started writing down, okay, at the end of the day, they took a wee journal and they said, today I made, you know, two less trips to the boogies or two less
Yeah.
bets or I, put a cap on the amount and I spent, £20 less than what I did the day before. And they go, right, okay, well, the next day, and even if it goes up and down, they're
Yeah.
jotting it down, and sometimes that helps as well.
Massively.
Or like you said, just talking to people, just
I do want to reiterate though, like if you are dealing with anyone, if anyone out there is dealing with an addiction and you do relapse, don't be ashamed of it. Do not be ashamed of it at all.
no. Um, and like I said, there's so much different help out there as well.
Yeah.
If you don't have friends or family that you can go to that you think you could talk to about it, there is professional help out there, and to be honest, I think see, even if you think you couldn't talk to your friends and family about it, I think that give it a go. That's what my opinion would be because that wee sort of experiment that I did with you, it's a great
Yeah,
example of it.
massively. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because in your
100%.
head you're going, no, I can't talk to them about it. They won't get it. They're going to judge me. They're going to think I'm this and that and the other. When
Yeah,
in reality, they're probably just going to throw their arm around you and be like, I'm here to support you, like what he needs, sort of
massively.
thing.
Yeah,
Um. So
massively.
yeah, I
And
think
also, if you have an addictive personality, just get addicted to this podcast. Come
yeah,
on. Will be
absolutely.
nothing but good for you, actually. Nothing but good for you. Also, with the website, we have a mental health bit. If anyone is
hmm
suffering through any addiction bit, feel free to write anything you want in that little section, and
Yep.
we'll aim to reply to you.
Yeah, we'll reply or we'll try and point you in the direction of whatever we think
Yeah.
might
If
help,
anyone
sort of
needs
thing. But
any help with anything, generally, just give us a shout.
yeah, just jump on the website. I think it's important that every now and again we do these sort of discussions that are a wee bit more deep as well because like as much as we have great fun just talking absolute garbage, like last week we were talking
Mm.
about what, like fighting deers and all,
Sidestepping
or I don't know what it
horses,
was,
mate.
and punching teeth out of sharks and things, and that is all good fun. But I think every now and again it's important to, because
Yeah,
there could be
touch
people
base.
out there, yeah, there could be people out there that are suffering with something, and you just never know. Like two
Mm.
idiots talking on a screen might benefit them.
100%. Our aim is to always help people, like no matter what. So if anyone also has any discussion topics they want spoken about,
Hmm.
feel free. Like, we're
Yeah,
happy to
absolutely.
give us
Send
a
them to
shout.
us on any of the socials or whatever, and we'll
Yeah.
happily get them stuck in. But what I'll finish with is don't buy them because it's false advertisement.
Yeah, it's not bangers and mash, it's bangers and gash.
Um, the screen's went blurry. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know.
Right, I think that will
I
wrap
think
it
we'll
up
wrap
for
it
this
up.
week, bro. Yeah. Thank you for your help this week. Apparently, you've just been my therapist and you've helped me. So, smashed
I'm
it.
not qualified, so
I'm not paying you. So.
That's a good point, actually. Why are you not paying me? I get paid buttons for this show.
Get paid in crisps, mate, sharp.
Yeah, which I bought myself. Yes, no, thank you all for listening, and hopefully this helps or benefits someone. And
Yeah,
yes, please
100%.
reach out if you want any questions or any discussions. And yeah, that's us. Until next time.
See you next week. Peace.
Adios, everyone.